everybody, and welcome back to another Coaster Cheetah video. And in this video we are going to be doing a review for Maverick at Cedar Point, which is a very intense Intamin Blitz coaster. It was actually the first Intamin Blitz coaster in the world, and it's just a very intense, fun, thrilling coaster. So yeah, let's get right into it by going over the layout for Maverick. And it starts off pretty punchy. It has a lift hill that's very unique. This is a common theme with the ride, is that it's very unique. And this lift hill is actually a launch. And it's not like a crazy launch, like it's slower than Lightning Rod and stuff. But it is still very unique, and I like it. And then you crest over the lift and go down the 95-degree drop. And this coaster is only 100 feet tall. And this coaster actually did end the Coaster Wars. If you don't know what the Coaster Wars are, basically parks were installing record-breaking coasters until Cedar Point installed Maverick, which was very short, and basically proved that a ride doesn't need to be record-breaking or super tall, super fast, or anything like that to be a great coaster. And that drop is incredible. It's very good, decent amount of airtime, and then you go, and the pullout is intense. It's just, again, the common theme of this ride is that it's very intense. It is very snappy, whippy, stuff like that. And so after you pull out, you go snap left and right, and it's just so intense. And then you bank upright into an ejector hill, and that gives you a great pop of airtime. And then you go back down, snap to the right again, and into the horseshoe roll, which is it's one element. However, it includes two inversions, and these are both two inversions on the ride. And this is such a snappy element because you're going through it so fast. You like shred through it, and it's just like such a really good element. And then after the horseshoe roll, you go bank to the right again, but this time you snap into some brakes, and this is in your tunnel under the station. And this is actually one of the themed sections of the ride. It's pretty well themed. And you stop a little bit here. Sometimes you stop a lot, but on my rides, I barely stopped at all here. So that was really nice. And then after that, you take the second launch, which is incredible. It's so forceful and strong and powers you out of the tunnel. You snap to the left super hard, and then you go up this little hill filled with trims, but that's okay. The trims don't really slow you down. And then after that hill, you snap to the right down. And here is the area over the water where the Heartland Roll used to be, which would have been the third inversion on the ride. However, this was removed because it was too intense and it would have worn out the wheels of the ride. So it was removed. However, that would have been an awesome element, but I'm sure it would have kind of been like I-305 where the GP wouldn't really want to ride it, but it's okay. And then after that, you go into a Stangle Dive, which is really intense, and then you bank to the right again. Then you snap up left into another Stangle Dive. Then you have a little speed airtime hill, and then you bank up right and snap into the brakes. And that is the layout of Maverick. Very punchy layout. Very, very, like, I want to say, like, energetic, kind of? I don't know really how to describe it. It's just so intense and punchy and quick and fast. And, it is actually a pretty short layout, even though it doesn't feel very short. But, yeah. Now going into our 5 categories for the ride. The first category being the restraints. And the restraints on this ride are okay. They are over-the-shoulder restraints, however, they are the soft ones. So, not bad restraints, just I definitely like the next generation Intamin multi-launch coaster trains and restraints better. So I'm going to give the restraints an 8.5 on Maverick. And now we have the drip, which is the theming and how the ride looks. And this ride does not look bad at all. However, it does lack some theming, which is to be expected because it's a Cedar Fair park, Cedar Point. However, you can't see a lot of the ride. However, it does look good. Like the water part is amazing to look at and stuff at the fountain. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 because I think it's decent looking. However, it does lack some theming and you can't really see a lot of it. But, I mean, that's okay, I guess. But yeah, it does have a 7 out of 10 for the drip. And now for the fun factor, I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10 because it's just so fun and there's like some airtime moments and the launches are great. So yeah, I definitely think it deserves the 10 out of 10 for fun factor. And now for the intensity, This is very close to being a 10 out of 10, but I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10 because I don't feel like it's quite there. Like, I would say a 10 out of 10 would be like I-305 or maybe Skyrush, something like that. So 9.5 definitely suits this well because it is a very intense coaster, but not like as intense as I-305 or something like that. And now for the duration, I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10 because I feel like the duration really fits it because it's supposed to be it's a launch coaster, and launch coasters are never usually that long, especially only with 2 launches. Like maybe if it was a quad launch or a triple launch coaster, it'd be longer. But this is a blitz coaster, and I really think they were going for more of a snappy type layout and like an intense layout rather than like a long, maybe airtime filled layout or something like that. Maybe like something like Cheetah Hunt at Busch Gardens Tampa would be definitely a longer ride, but I still think the duration is good for this ride, so I did give it a 10 out of 10. And now for the total score out of 50 for these 5 categories, it does get a 45 out of 50, which is very good. It's actually a half a point better than Pantheon. And yeah, these are 2 very close coasters, so it does make sense. And yeah, I definitely do agree with the 45 out of 50 because it's a very good coaster and I really do like it, and I definitely recommend it. Steel Vengeance and Maverick provide a great 1-2 punch for Cedar Point. And now for my personal score for the ride, it gets very close, but I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10 because it doesn't quite make the like the best of the best in my opinion. It's very close. Yeah, but I mean, definitely it's just my opinion, and people are gonna have their other opinions, and I will definitely not think you're crazy if you rank Maverick higher in your top 10, or you rank it even maybe above Steel Vengeance. I wouldn't even think you're crazy for that because it is such a good ride. Highly recommend it. Such a good, and especially for Intamin's first Blitz coaster, it's just very impressive that they're able to do this. If you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. Comment down below what you think of Maverick, and also comment any video ideas that you'd like to see on the channel, because I will do it. And I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.